Hi, Virgo. Welcome to your September 2020 tarot card reading. Uh, you're watching Earthling Tarot. Welcome to my channel. Before we get started today, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm thinking about, I'm not thinking about, I'm definitely going to be doing a moon manifestation series on my channel, where every new moon I'm going to post a video of me kind of walking you through and explaining how you set intentions according to the moon cycle. So I'll be doing that at the new moon, and then I'll do a video at the full moon where I can also show you how to charge, jewelry or crystals or whatever you have, and also just kind of charge your being. Each video would also include a little meditation to kind of get you set up for each lunar month. And then at the end of the month, I'll also do at the end of the lunar month, I'll also do a rest and reflection manifestation circles. So if you're interested in something like that, or that sounds appealing to you, please hit subscribe, because stay tuned, otherwise you won't know when I'm going to post those things. And I'm also going to be doing a birth chart series where I explain each section of the birth chart and how you can find your own. For example, to explain what Venus means. What does it mean if you have Aries and Venus, or Gemini and Venus or something. So I do a video on what does Venus mean in the birth chart, or North Node, and things like that. And I think those videos will roll out very slowly over the course of time. So if you're interested in that as well, please hit subscribe. And yeah, let's get into the readings. So before I start, I want to explain how I do my readings. Basically, I do them in fives. So the first card is your present sense impression. So that's kind of what you expect, or what is currently happening in your life, since we're already in September. The second card is your present expectation for what will happen during the month. A third card is what's unexpected for you. It's usually a challenge that you weren't expecting to face, or something like that. Fourth and fifth card are your future cards. So fourth would be immediate future, so definitely would be happening sometime this month. And the fifth card is your long-term future. So it's kind of like your takeaway for the month. It might happen at the end of the month, but it may also just be more of a feeling, so to speak, that you would take with you into the future. So let's get started. Your first card here is the Knight of Pentacles. Which is it's in your present sense impressions. So this is you right now. This is kind of a workhorse type basically workhorse type card. It's also your card. It signifies the sign of Virgo. So basically you guys are, in your power right now. This is also your birth month. Happy birthday. Some of you guys are probably late August, but you're currently in your season. So, I mean, like, really, these readings should be done according to, the lunar calendar, and it would make more sense then, but, they're not. So, yeah, you're currently in that phase. So you're feeling good, and you're feeling organized, and you're planning for something. It could also mean that you are working towards something right now. So maybe you've got a fitness regime going. You're trying to read more. Maybe you have a specific goal in mind for whatever it is that you're working on right now. And that's kind of what you're currently likely experiencing. I also want to just add that all of your cards came out right side up. And that kind of tells me that you guys are definitely in your power this month, because usually upside down cards are kind of like negative aspects. So it's sort of like, not that you're necessarily sitting in negativity, but I feel like it comes from personal doubt. So you're definitely not doubting yourself right now. So this is your second one. This is, like I was saying, your present expectations. So this is what you think how your month is going to go. This is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is, it's a card of deep wisdom. There's a saying that goes with this. It's called as above, so below, which I'm sure you've heard before, but that's kind of the representation of this card, which is why he's got like the two fingers up here, and then you can kind of see his legs. It's sort of not quite a reflection, but it's supposed to represent that what's happening in the heavens is happening in his head, if that makes sense. Kind of, like I said, a deep wisdom, a deep understanding of life. So maybe you guys are currently, or you're expecting to be, spending this month kind of reflecting on what's really important in life, what your personal priorities are, and kind of just checking in with yourself to see, am I doing that? Am I in line with myself? Like, am I actually doing things daily that are in line with who I am inside, morally? So not like in line with your goals, more like in line with who you are. Like, ethics, is what I'm doing every day ethical? Am I just working at a job because of capitalism? Do I have that understanding that this is just a means to an end, and that's not what my life is about? My life doesn't have to be about my job and my career. While it's going well and everything's great, that's not who I am. So I think you're sort of spending this month trying to figure out who that person is, if you don't already know, or if you do know. And I think you're going to be spending that time reflecting on and taking care of that person that's inside, and really just relishing in who that is. So maybe you guys are realizing, okay, I think family is really important to me. I'd rather just spend my time with my family and not worry about money or cash flow all the time. I want to leave my spiritual mark on this world. I don't want my children to have the same stresses that I did. I don't want my spouse to feel like I'm constantly stressed out, like that kind of thing. I want to kind of take this time to go within so that when I reach a place of I have nothing, I don't feel like I have nothing in terms of monetary, value or whatever, or success. External success doesn't define me. And I need to focus more on internal success. So I think that's kind of what you guys are thinking about for this month. I think what's unexpected for you here is the Strength card. I think this kind of speaks for itself, but I feel like you guys aren't going to be, you guys are going to be amazed, basically, at how strong you guys actually are. I think you guys are thinking that, wow, I'm really weak, maybe in this area, or I haven't spent enough time reflecting on things and righting my wrongs, like maybe you guys feel like you wronged a lot of people in the past, like, past friendships or relationships, and you feel like you really didn't handle certain situations the way that you should have. But I think you're going to be surprised that people see you as this very strong in this area. They see you as somebody who's really strong in their convictions, that you have the correct values. And that's pretty typical of a Virgo in general. I feel like you guys kind of have your values straight. And I think you guys think that because, a lot of your time is typically spent trying to be the best you can be, accomplishing your own personal goals, kind of competing with yourself. So you're not really seeing yourself, obviously, how other people see you. But because you're going to take this time this month, you are going to realize, like, wow, I guess people really see me as strong. Maybe I am strong in this aspect of myself. And I think you're going to be really pleased with that. I think it's going to lead to an idea, which is where the other card comes in. This is your immediate future, but I guess in this case it would probably be like the first or second week of September. And this is the Queen of Cups. This is associated with the sign of Scorpio, so it could also mean that you might be doing some sort of business deal with a Scorpio, or you start seeing a Scorpio, or you're connecting with a friend who is. But I think that this is more of, because this is a card of intuition. Intuition and free flow, just being comfortable, in the water sort of thing. I think this is sort of, you're gonna intuitively have this idea with what you can do with this newfound strength that you've realized you have, and this newfound wisdom about life that you have. It's going to, I think, energize you and lead you to actually find some ease and comfort in your work. You're very used to being organized and working and making things happen, but this is gonna help you sort of flow with it, not feel stressed out as much, because it's going to kind of give you this realization of some kind that, okay, that's my work, and I'm gonna leave my work at work. Which brings me to the last card here, which is Justice. This is associated with the sign of Libra, which is like the balancing scales. I think it's one of the only signs that actually doesn't have like an animal associated with it. So as you can see, there's like two pillars here. There's a sword in one hand, and she's got the scales that I was talking about in the other hand. So she's definitely balancing two things here quite comfortably. And she looks very neat and clean. Everything about this looks very neat and clean. Um, and there's even an owl here for wisdom. But, I mean, this could mean that in the future you're going to have something that related to court. Um, you know, like maybe like a marriage or, like I said, a contract of some kind that has to do with court. But I think for you guys it has to do with the balancing act of finally finding this balance between work and play, between work and your ethics, your personal morality. And you're going to start to see that, wow, like, I don't have to sacrifice my morality for my work. I can combine the two. It can be successful for me. So maybe it'll lead to a successful business venture for you guys. Or it's just going to bring you, like I said, just some ease. You're going to go into work and people are going to say, wow, like, you know, what have you done? You don't seem stressed out anymore. You seem very relaxed about everything. And I think you guys are going to say, like, well, yeah, I just realized, you know, not everything's about work. And I know that I'm an organized and determined person, so the work is always going to be fine, and I don't need to stress about it. I also kind of talk a lot about how, and I will actually, if you guys stay tuned for the moon manifestation readings, or not readings, I guess it's like a ritual, but basically we're just going to be writing out goals essentially into a notebook, but you know, that's how manifesting works, and it's, if you do it at a certain time, typically the new moon, that's kind of the right time, the beginning of the lunar month, that first half, to really bring in things that you want. But I always talk about how you need to be careful about, it's like what they say, it's careful what you wish for, careful what you pray for, careful what you try to make happen for you. I think you can definitely put those things out there, but you also need to say, you know, universe, God, whatever you guys believe, that if this thing isn't for me, like, I would love for this thing to happen for me. I believe that it will, but I also believe that if it doesn't happen, then it wasn't meant for me, and it was wrong for me, and it would cause me harm. So I think you guys have kind of realized, or will be realizing, something on that level. A kind of awokeness, I guess, if you will. That, you know, if your business fails, or if, you know, you get a bad report at work or something, you know it's going to lead to something good. You're not really worried about bad things happening anymore, because again, you're valuing the correct things in your life. It's not all about goals and things that happen to us. It's about the people we love. It's about giving love. It's about caring for others, trying to make the world a better place, which is where I think you guys are at right now. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you could hit the like button, and like I said, subscribe. I'll be doing these readings every month for every sign as well, along with the other videos that I mentioned. And I will see you next time. Bye.